Hey everybody, Keenan Phillips here, and today we're going to talk about our HZRDUS Smoke RDX family. So we just added Smoke Green RDX and Smoke Red RDX to join black and blue, so our family and our line is complete. So we're going to talk about similarities, differences, what makes each of these products unique, and which one might best fit your game. So our HZRDUS products have always been geared towards aggressive swingers, and that rings true for our RDX line. So we have three lower launching options with RDX Green, RDX Black, and RDX Blue, and then a mid launching option with RDX Red. So when deciding between those low launching options, which one best suits your game, we're gonna have to look at the profiles. So starting with our RDX Black, you'll notice a stiff butt section, extra stiff midsection, and stiff tip section. So our RDX Black is really geared towards aggressive swingers or players that don't like to feel that shaft move a lot throughout their swing because of that stiff butt section and extra stiff midsection there. And then that stiff tip section is going to provide a low launch, low spin profile. And then we compare that to, say, our RDX Blue. RDX Blue is still going to have a really stiff butt section and stiff tip section, but the midsection of RDX Blue is going to be pretty soft for a HZRDUS shaft. So that soft midsection is going to provide a loading sensation, so players that maybe aren't the quickest with their tempo, still like a little more feel from the shaft during their swing, RDX Blue is a really good option for that player. It's also counterbalanced, just like our RDX Green, which we're going to talk about next. So with that counterbalance design, you can play it longer without the swing weight getting too heavy, or you can add more mass to the club head to produce higher ball speeds and higher club head MOI, once again without the swing weight getting too heavy. So RDX Blue is a really good complement to RDX Black because those midsections are so different, provide a different feel, still kind of get to the same area from a launch and spin perspective, but just two different feel options right there. We've done an in-depth video on RDX Black versus RDX Blue, so you can click on that, go give it a watch, link in the description below as well. That's a really YouTube thing to say, so I hope we put the link down there. Now, going on to RDX Green, so like I said, RDX Green is also counterbalanced, and RDX Green is going to be our stiffest shaft in our RDX line. So it's going to be extra stiff in the butt section, extra stiff in the midsection, extra stiff in the tip section. So really for those players who don't like to feel the shaft move at all throughout their swing, for those heavy loaders and stronger swingers that need to minimize launch and spin as much as possible, RDX Green will be your best bet there. And then we have our RDX Red, like I said, which is going to be our mid-launching RDX shaft. So RDX Red, a good way to look at it, is a softer tip RDX Black. So it's still going to be a stiff butt section, extra stiff midsection, but you're going to see that tip section is just a little more on that mid stiffness side, whereas RDX Black is stiff. So you're just going to get a little more dynamic loft down there, a little more activation at the tip section for a little more launch and spin. Now, what makes RDX Red so special though, is usually mid-launching shafts are kind of just softer overall, whereas RDX Red is still geared towards an aggressive swinger with that stiff butt section and extra stiff midsection. So really unique combination there. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, highly recommend giving RDX Red a try. So I hope this video made sense for you guys and hope to help simplify our RDX line a little bit for you. So a good way to think about it mentally is we have our RDX Green on one end of the spectrum with it being about as stiff as it gets, and our RDX Red being our mid-launching option, and with Blue and Black being right there in the middle. Still low launching options, but just kind of, they get there in a different way, if that makes sense. With that Blue providing a little more feel and that Black kind of keeping up with that aggressive swinger just a little better than Blue. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to go try our RDX products, you can find them at your local True Temper Performance Fitting Center and through our OEM partners. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.